Jessica! I saw your post. You finally got divorced. Thanks for giving me Jack. I'm off to our new house.
Oh, so you saw my post.
Yeah. But you really are stupid, huh? I can't believe you would actually tell the world about your embarrassing life.
I didn't really have a choice. Jack and I went to high school together, and we even worked at the same company until we got married. The majority of people who follow me are from high school or my old workplace. And we have a high school reunion next year, so it's better that everyone finds out now. This was the easiest way to tell everyone.
Oh.
And I'm not embarrassed that I got divorced.
You don't have to act tough. You just weren't attractive enough to make your husband want to stay. There's no way you're not embarrassed.
Maybe I would be if it was my fault, but you and Jack are the embarrassing ones.
What?
You may think it's the person who gets cheated on's fault that their spouse cheated on them, but that's just the excuse people give when they're the ones at fault. And it's just embarrassing for you to pretend like what you're saying is true at all. You're just showing everyone how you have no shame.
Whatever. It doesn't matter what you say. Jack is mine now, which means that I'm hotter than you. And this is the truth. So don't be a sore loser.
Think whatever you want. And I'm busy right now with moving, so...
Okay. Bye, loser. Jessica, how is your sad, loser, lonely single life? I bet you're so sad and lonely. I feel so bad for you. And all the while, I'm so happy with Jack.
I'm working right now, so bye.
Wait! I have something really important I need to talk to you about.
What?
You got your alimony and child support, right?
Oh, yeah. My lawyer told me Jack contacted him.
Okay. Then make sure you send me that money.
What? Are you telling me to give the money back?
No. It's your child support and alimony payment to me.
What are you talking about?
Well, Jack was supposed to get custody of Theo, but you took it from him.
What are you talking about? I took it from him. There was no way Jack was going to get custody of Theo in the first place.
I was so excited to be Theo's new mommy, but you ruined everything, so pay me. I'm going to get Theo's child support and your alimony.
Are you serious? The alimony is mine, and the child support payments are for Theo.
Fine. I'll say it one more time. You robbed me of the joy of being Theo's mommy. You really hurt me, you know. So you have to pay me for emotional damages.
You're talking such nonsense, I thought you were speaking another language just now.
What?
Oh, yeah, I forgot to tell you something important. He probably hasn't told you yet, so I will.
What?
Jack was fired today.
What? Why? He was going to be promoted to an executive. There's no way he would be fired.
Come on, think about it. If he becomes an executive, the company has to trust him to be responsible. But how can he be trustworthy if he betrays his family? And he was going on dates with you when he was supposed to be working. Leaving work at all hours to do God knows what with you. What company would let a guy like that be an executive? No clients would want to work with him. Of course he would be fired.
I can't believe this. Oh, but... You'll be giving me your alimony and Theo's child support, right?
What?
We'll live off of that for the time being. We'll be fine. So make sure you send me $2,000 every month.
I have a right to receive alimony, and child support is for Theo, so you can't have it.
But I was supposed to be Theo's mommy.
Supposed to be means just that. you're not actually his mom.
Then give me Theo! Theo would be much more happier with a mommy and a daddy.
You two don't even have jobs. Of course, the financially stable parent would get custody.
But you quit your job and are a stay-at-home mom. How are you, an unemployed single mother, going to raise a child?
I work from home.
From home? Whatever. I bet you barely make any money.
The first 2-3 years was hard, but it's been 8 years. I make $5,000 a month now.
$5,000?
And Theo will be starting first grade next year, so I'll be able to work even more.
I can't believe this!
To get back to what I was saying, Jack paid me child support and alimony in a one-time payment, so I bet Jack almost has no savings left. Actually, I heard he's been taking out loans here and there.
Loans?
He probably easily has over $100,000 in debt.
You're lying. Jessica! It's all your fault! We had to leave our love nest!
Your love nest?
Don't laugh!
Come on, it's funny. It wasn't even your house originally, but you were so happy thinking you were going to be living there.
I didn't know! I didn't know that the lease was in Uncle Terry's name!
We were planning on building our own house someday, but we got divorced before we could.
He told us we need to move out by the end of the month. I can't believe he's kicking his own niece out.
I'm also his niece, but okay.
He likes me better.
He might have, but I applaud Uncle Terry for not giving you any special treatment after what you did.
That's not what I want to talk about right now. We don't have enough money to move to a new place. You need to give me money. Since you're making $5,000 a month, you don't need to take money from me and Jack.
This again. You want money that badly?
Yes.
How much?
Huh? You'll give me money?
I won't give it to you, but I can put you in touch with someone who might help you out. They might even be able to help you find a new place to live.
Really? You know someone that's nice and helpful?
I don't know if I would describe them as nice and helpful.
They sound super nice. They sound much nicer than you.
Okay. I'll give you their number so you can figure out the rest yourself, okay?
Okay. Jessica! What is going on? Hey!
What?
We're in even more debt!
Huh?
I called the person you told me about and they asked me how much I wanted. So I just went for it and said $200,000. They gave me the money, but when I got to the new place they found for us, it was for a live-in job. And the owner of the place told me I need to start working tomorrow and pay him back the $200,000 I borrowed. What is going on?
So it seems like you thought that they would just give you the money?
Huh? But you said they would give it to me.
I never said that. And you signed the IOU, right?
What IOU? That was an IOU?
I'm sure they explained it to you.
I don't remember anything about that.
But you did sign it, right?
Well,
They recorded your conversation when you met with them to sign the IOU. And I've listened to it, but their explanation was very clear and concise.
but...
You told them you understood the agreement and signed the IOU. So it's a binding contract. They let you borrow so much because you're my little sister. So, you better pay them back, no matter how long it takes.
This can't be happening.
The man my sister was talking about was my best friend's father. My best friend was with me when I got those texts from my sister demanding I give her money. and she called her father, which led to this situation. By the way, the $200,000 my sister borrowed, some of it went to pay off the rest of the alimony and child support Jack hadn't owed me, and Jack and Emily spent the rest of it partying. So all they did was end up owing more money and change who they owed the money to. What were they thinking? So, in the end, my horrible sister and ex-husband's future will be spent trying to pay back all the money they owe.
Hey, Ellie, you're all working late tonight to finish up some year-end work, and once we're done, we're gonna go out to celebrate.
What? Marshall, what are you thinking? You know my due date is a week away.
Yeah, and?
The baby could be born any minute. I need you to come straight home so we can be ready.
What? The baby's not due for a week. Why are you so anxious about?
Marshall!
My mom told me a while ago that I was born 1 day early, and my brother was born 2 days early. So I don't see any reason to worry about anything for at least a few more days.
Marshall, every pregnancy is different. A due date isn't a sure thing. It's just an estimate.
Would you listen to me? I'll be at home for the last 3 days until your due date, so get off my back. Don't try to use your pregnancy to control me, Ellie. Chill out already.
You think I'm using my pregnancy?
Look, just lay off of me until 3 days before your due date, got it? I'm going back to work now, so I'm not reading any more messages until I come home.
Marshall!
Hey, Ellie, you realize it's New Year's Eve, don't you?
Well, yeah, of course. There's only 3 days left until my due date, so I'm even more conscious of the calendar than usual.
Oh, so you did know? Then why aren't you cleaning the house?
Huh?
You always clean the house from top to bottom on New Year's Eve. Why haven't you done it yet? Get to work!
I've done what I can, Marshall. I can't do any more than this being so close to the birth. I'm not feeling well today, and I don't want to risk hurting the baby.
Excuse me?
I did a little bit in the morning, and I think I might have kind of pushed myself too far.
Oh, come on! All you did was wipe down the windows and tables. That's no different than what you always do every week.
You have to understand that these are not normal circumstances.
How little do you think of me? Don't you appreciate how hard I work to provide for you at all? You can't do even a little cleaning to show your thanks?
With the baby coming so soon, to be honest, I have way more important things on my mind.
You're unbelievable.
And besides, Marshall, where did you go? You said you were going to the store to get a snack, and you've been gone for 3 hours.
Yeah, I'm gonna stay at a buddy's house, have a New Year's party tonight.
You what?
It's your fault for not cleaning the house. How am I supposed to relax and enjoy the new year in a filthy house? My buddy's a bachelor, and even his house is cleaner.
But Marshall, you said you'd be at home with me. The due date is 3 days. Don't you remember your promise?
That was when I thought you'd do your job. You want me to come home, clean the house from top to bottom? I don't want a single speck of dust left, got it?
Now? It's already 6 p.m.
Yes, now! You're not doing your part in this marriage, Ellie. Either clean the house tonight or we're getting a divorce. Stay up all night working if you have to.
Divorce? Are you out of your mind?
You've gotten lazy and controlling ever since you got pregnant. I mean, come on, really? Your due date being 3 days away is no excuse for not doing your work. Now get to it!
How many times do I have to tell you? A due date is an estimate. The baby could be born any time.
There you go again! You're still using your pregnancy to try and control me. You need to clean up your act, and fast. I don't want you raising my kid to be a controlling little brat like you.
Did you just call me a brat?
Anyway, this conversation is over. Either clean the house tonight or I'm divorcing you tomorrow. Happy New Year!
Good morning, Ellie. Happy New Year.
How are you feeling today?
Happy New Year, Mom.
I know things get awfully busy around the new year, but remember, you and your baby's health comes first.
Thank you, Mom. But I'm sorry. I think me and your son might be getting divorced.
Divorced? Oh, what happened? Did something happen between you and Marshall?
I wasn't able to clean the house in time.
What? Clean the house? Why would you need to clean the house right now? You can do that anytime. Well, you do want your house to be clean and sanitary for your new baby. But that's something that Marshall can do for himself. Wait, weren't you going to stay with your family for the birth?
Well, no. I decided to stay here instead.
Oh, really?
My mother has already passed away, and I didn't want to be a burden on my father. He lives alone, and he isn't the best of health himself.
I was under the impression that you had found another relative who would take care of you at the last minute, so you decided to stay with them.
What?
I didn't think anything of it. After all, I did the same thing. I went to stay with an aunt of mine when my children were coming due, so I didn't say anything. But is that not the case?
No, it's not. I'm alone at home right now.
You're alone? But the baby could be born any minute. You're home alone.
Yeah,
And you were cleaning.
as much as I could, yeah. Marshall told me that if I didn't have the house clean by the morning, he'd divorce me, so I thought I should do as much as I possibly could. So I was doing a little bit at a time while making sure I wasn't overworking myself. But it was just too much.
Oh, I'll be right over. Marshall told me you were staying with a relative. I thought there was no need to worry. And so I only messaged you once in a while to check up on you because I didn't want to be overbearing. Oh, I can't believe it. What is Marshall thinking?
Mom,
What's the matter?
my water just broke.
Oh no!
Ellie! I figured you were done cleaning, so I came home expecting to spend a relaxing New Year's Day in my sparkling clean house, but what the hell? You didn't clean anything! You even left the rags and buckets out in the hallway! Thanks for ruining my New Year's, you ungrateful woman. You knew the deal. This means divorce, Ellie! Where are you? You gotta sign the divorce papers, so hurry up and get back here.
Both Ellie and the baby
Huh?
are in critical condition.
What are you talking about? Wait a minute, this isn't Ellie, is it?
Right you are. I'm watching over Ellie's phone for the moment.
Huh? Who the hell are you?
I'm going to message you from my own phone momentarily. That should clear things up.
Who do you think you are? What gives you the right to butt into this? It's between me and my wife.
Hello, Marshall.
Oh, hey, Mom. Happy New Year.
Oh, do not Happy New Year me, Marshall. I did not raise you to be such a pathetic, sniveling child.
Mom, what's wrong? Why are you angry at me?
Didn't you just get a message from Ellie's Line account? I told you I would message you from my own phone.
Wait, that was you, Mom?
Of course it was, you nincompoop.
Wait, but... I thought you were at home. What are you doing with Ellie, and why do you have her phone? Oh, I see what's going on. Ellie was at your place, right? She probably told you all sorts of ridiculous things to get you on her side, right? That's just like her. Mom, don't listen to a word she says. I have no idea what she told you, but she's been using her pregnancy as an excuse to treat me terribly lately. She even tried to skip out on her animal cleaning. Can you believe it?
What I can't believe is that you would make her clean the whole house so close to the baby's birth.
Oh no, you too, Mom? What's the big deal? The baby isn't due for 3 days.
Ellie is in the delivery room as we speak.
What?
Her water broke when I messaged her this morning to see how she was doing, and she asked me for help. I called an ambulance for her, and your father and I both rushed to the hospital to be with her. We also called Ellie's father. He's here with us right now, too. The doctor said both Ellie and the baby are in critical condition. All we can do now is wait and pray for the best.
Well, for real? But why would the baby be born so early? Me and my brother were born a day or two before the due date, but Ellie had 3 whole days left.
3 days is a long time for a full-term pregnant woman.
Is it really?
You didn't know that? Just what have you been doing all this time Ellie has been pregnant? Have you learned nothing?
Well, I mean...
And by the way, you told me that Ellie was going to stay with a relative for the birth and that she wouldn't be at home, didn't you?
I didn't want you to worry about her. Plus, I thought that if I spoiled her too much, that she would never become a good mother.
It's not Ellie's abilities as a mother that have me concerned. It is yours as a father.
Hey, what hospital are you at?
I don't believe you, Marshall. You don't even know your wife's doctor?
Hey, it's not my body.
Marshall, don't bother coming.
What? Wait, Mom, hold on.
I'll ask Ellie herself whether she wants to see you or wants you to meet the baby. When she makes a decision, I'll let you know.
Come on, give me a break!
You're a terrible man to have done this to your own wife. And think of Ellie's father. He trusted you to care for his daughter and gave his blessing to your marriage. And this is how you repay him?
But I...
No buts, Marshall.
But...
Didn't you say you'd get divorced if the house wasn't cleaned? There's still a high probability of you getting your wish.
Huh? Do you mean...
So you'll have to have that discussion as well.
No, I don't want to get divorced!
Hush, you petulant child!
Mom, aren't you gonna take my side?
I said hush. I'll update you later on Ellie and the baby's conditions. But you should be prepared for the possibility you never see them again.
No! Please, no!
That is the gravity of what you've done today, Marshall. If you still don't understand, then think long and hard until you do.
Why is this happening?
Ellie and the baby made it through just fine. She's been staying with her father and the baby ever since getting out of the hospital. And as for my son, one day Ellie's lawyer came by the house, delivered the demands for damages and child support, and had Marshall sign the divorce papers. Their divorce was finalized that very day. He's constantly whining that he needs money, and it seems like he needs another lesson. So we asked a friend of ours who owns a construction company to straighten him out. So with the aid of his enthusiastic colleagues, he's now embarking on the long and painful road to becoming a decent human being. My husband and I are planning to cut him out of our lives. And after a kind invitation by Ellie, we're considering moving somewhere closer to her and her father so that we can see our grandchild.